Hello everyone and welcome to the course on modern measurement and instrumentation. The course code is EC504 and this is a course that is taught to the 5th semester of Electronics and Communication Engineering. I am Ruchi Gajjar and I would be teaching this course throughout the semester. In this course, basically, we would be studying about various electronic instruments that are used for measuring different parameters, different electronic circuit measurement, and we would be seeing how these instruments function. Right from say your analyzers or your generators to all the way till sensors and transducers, and ultimately we will go down to a complete data acquisition system. So the outline of my talk today would be, we'll be looking at the syllabus for this course, the references that we would be referring while studying the course. What are we going to learn through this course? The expected course outcomes. How would the course be evaluated? Some course related web links and the MOOCs and video lectures that are available related to the topics for this course. We would be taking a look at all of them. So as I told you, the course is on measurements and instrumentation. So the first chapter we would be studying about the fundamentals of measurement. So we'll start with measurement errors, what is accuracy and precision. A very fundamental thing, but I have found students getting confused when it comes to accuracy and precision. So we'll see what is the difference in that and why are they really important, right? And then we'll go down to analog waveform generators. Second chapter deals with bridge measurements. So we would be studying various bridges that are used for measuring different parameters, like maybe Wheatstone bridge or Kelvin bridge for measurement of unknown resistance, or we'll go down to AC bridges and their applications for measurement of unknown inductance, capacitance and frequency. So we would be looking at the construction and functioning of Maxwell bridge, Hayes bridge, Wien bridge, Anderson bridge, de Chanty bridge and Shearing bridge. And then we would go down to oscilloscopes. So any electronic lab where we are dealing with circuits and their measurement would be definitely incomplete without a cathode ray oscilloscope. So we'll see the in detail construction of this CRO, what are the different basic building blocks and how is each and every block of an oscilloscope functioning in order to give us the waveform that we are actually looking on the screen. So that is all in the third chapter, and then we would move forward from analog to digital storage oscilloscope. The next chapter would be on signal analyzers, wherein we would be studying in detail the functioning of all analyzers from wave analyzer, spectrum analyzer, real-time analyzer and so on. Next we would be studying different sensors and transducers that we use or we would be using in our projects or circuits when I am actually trying to measure a quantity or when I'm actually trying to convert my energy from one form to the other. So we will see which transducer or which sensor to use for a particular application, and we'll study the characteristics of each of them. And finally the course ends by data acquisition system for computer aided measurements, wherein I would be integrating the knowledge of what all I have studied so far, and we'll be looking at a broader perspective from a data acquisition system. So I have sensors, multiple sensors placed at different locations. Maybe I would be sensing them remotely from my actual processing center, and then how are we acquiring the data, how are we sending the data, how are we processing the data, how am I actually measuring those parameters. So that would be the last chapter. So these are the references that we would be referring for the course, and very quick some e-references, the course website that we have as well as the course blog. And so what will we learn? We will learn types of measurement errors, the principle and construction of measuring instruments, application of bridges, sensors and transducers, and computer aided. So we expect that after completion of this course, students would be able to categorize the type of measurement errors that are occurred during their engineering experimentation and would be able to state their causes and remedies. They would be able to compute unknown component for AC and DC bridges. They would be able to illustrate the working principle and construction of electronic measuring instruments like CRO, spectrum analyzer, logic analyzer and all. And finally, they would be able to choose an appropriate transducer and a sensor to develop an abstract level system for a given application. So I would be seeing you in course now. So welcome to the course. I am sure that you would have a wonderful time studying and learning from this course.